Hey, we're going to talk about something that's really important today, rechargeable battery packs. Whether you're a content creator, you're traveling, or you're just trying to get the kids through all of their activities in the evening and keep all your devices charged, rechargeable battery packs are a necessity in today's world. I'm going to share some of my favorites and some of my favorite accessories with you today. All right, let's get into the batteries. I'm going to first start with a company called INIU. I don't know how to say it. I've seen them primarily on Amazon, but I also saw them at Best Buy the last time I was in there. Before I get into the device that I want to talk about that's still available for purchase, I did want to mention that I have two devices that I bought in, I think it was 2022 off Amazon. And I really like this company because I've had a couple of problems with these devices in the past, and they were really good about replacing them. So that's important to me, customer service after the sale. So that's why I've continued to use their products. The current one that is available, and I'll have a link in the description below, is this little device. It's not super huge. It is 10,000 milliamps, which doesn't really mean anything to most of us. Simple terms, it would charge an iPhone 16 Pro Max approximately twice. Not everything's fully efficient when you're using these batteries, but in a perfect world, it would charge an iPhone 16 Pro Max twice. There's a little LCD display that you can see. And up here, you'll see the ports. There are two USB-A ports and one USB-C port. This device also has this little slide out that is supposed to be for making a stand for your phone. I think I would only use this on an airplane, and I've never used it. I've had these devices for a while. Like I said, I had the other ones, and then I've got this one. It does do fast charging, and all in all, I've just been really happy with it. It does come with a USB-A to USB-C cable. The USB-A would go into a charging brick, and the USB-C would go into the device itself to charge it, because it does charge via the USB-C port in the middle there. In addition to that, it does come with a little mesh sleeve, which it's simple, but I like it. I like to be able to put my cables right with the battery, so it's all together, throw it in my bag. I know I've got everything I need while I'm on the go if I need to charge something. And I'll talk about some of the cables that I keep with it as we get further along here. This device around $24 on Amazon when I looked it up. And again, I'll have a link in the description below. The next device is smaller and pricier. This is by a company called Anker, which I use lots of Anker products. They're pretty popular. The thing I like about this is the size, and also the fact that it's got a flip out integrated port for USB-C. So on this device, again, it's 5,000 milliamp hours, so it's about half of the capacity of that last battery we talked about, and it's not going to be 100% efficient. So you're going to get maybe a third to a half of an iPhone 16 Pro Max is what I would plan for out of this one. There's a button on the end that you can press, and you'll see some dots light up for how much capacity it has. And there's also a port on the end that you can use, so you can actually charge two devices from this at the same time, one plugged in and one via a cord coming out of it. I don't believe that it came with a case, at least I don't recall that it did. I just have some little cases I picked up on Amazon. I'll have a link in the description below. This one's a little big. I think I had a smaller one. I'll have a couple different links down there for you. But I like to just, again, plop this in here. This goes in my iPad bag. And again, this one is $29 when I looked. So $29.99, I think. So a little pricier, a little smaller, but very convenient. So I could see, ladies might like this in their purse. I like it in my iPad bag. It's just nice, small, and convenient. And it's going to get me through if my iPhone's dying and I just need to do a quick charge. The next one, the need for this really came up when my wife and I were at Dollywood. So we were traveling and we were doing some travel vlogging for our vlogging channel, and we were struggling with power all day. And this device is from Anker as well. It is 25,000 milliamp hours. So again, rough terms, that's 5 iPhone 16 Pro Maxes that it would charge. It would charge the iPhone 16 Pro Max 5 times. It does have a nice LCD display that allows you to see the output of each of the ports. There are actually 4 ports on this device, 2 integrated cables. This one pretends it doesn't pretend, it actually is a handle. So you've got this handle that goes here. So if you wanted to, I would hand this to Teresa, probably is all I would do with it. And then this one in here is integrated, and it's a little bit longer, so you get a little bit more length. So that's really convenient. And then it also has 2 ports here down on the side, USB-A and USB-C. So again, it's beefy. You're gonna feel this in your bag. This is $119. I did get it on Best Buy. I think I price matched it after I bought it for about $95. So keep an eye on that. You might get it on sale. But this is beefy. This would charge like a MacBook Air a good portion. It will actually charge a MacBook Pro, but not fully. It's gonna, it's not that big, but it does do high capacity charging at a high rate, and just really nice. We did not have this at Dollywood. We really struggled with power. However, we did get this for our last cruise. We took it on our port days, and it served us very, very well. So she was actually happy with the purchase. So that's always a good sign. The other thing I wanted to mention, and I'll put links in the description below, are some of the cables. I like to have everything I need there. I don't want to be trying to say, oh, where's the cable I need? So these are, I think, a 5-pack. Gosh, I want to say it was $10 maybe. I'll have to double check the price. Probably put it on the screen, but it's 5 little USB-A to Lightning cables. I do have a couple of devices that are still Lightning. I think my AirPod Pros are old enough to be Lightning still, and I do have one iPhone that is Lightning as well. So this is just super small, convenient. Throw it in that little pouch, and it works really well. And then I've got 2. These are from a company. It starts with an E. I don't know how to say it. I'll put a link in the description below. I think you can get 2 of either of these cables for about $6 or $7. I've got a couple different sets of them. One of them is USB-C to USB-C. So this will charge my iPhone from all of the different chargers we showed you. And then this one is USB-A to USB-C, because as I think I showed you on that first charger, it's got a couple of USB-A ports. So if you've got a couple of people that have USB-C phones, you need a couple of USB-A to USB-C. Ultimately, I've been very happy with everything. If I had to pick one of these and say which the one I'm going to purchase, I would probably go with this one. This is the one that I've had the longest, and it's a nice mid-range. We used to go on vacation. We'd have a couple of these because as I showed you before, we go to Disney World with the kids and need to charge a few different devices. It's nice just to hand a battery to a kid and say, charge your device for a while. So we had really good luck with these for quite some time. I do like the really large one for, again, when we're on our travel vlogging, and then I like the little one just as kind of a safety net when I'm out and about with my iPad bag. But this is the one that if I was going to pick one of them, I'd go with. It's a really good mesh of capacity as well as fast charging, and again, the brand has been really reputable. So what's your favorite battery? What are you using today? Do you use any of the ones that I've used? Leave a comment below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.